British taste of rainbow. All right, I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce the show this week. Ladies first.
I don't know what to say.
Say whatever you want to say.
Hi everyone, it's the Smdec podcast, episode
Number 3.
3.
Yeah.
Trace, is that how you said it in Spanish?
Uno, dos.
Trace.
I thought it's tres. Uno, dos, tres.
We know what you was doing in Spanish class. Anyway.
I never had Spanish class.
Oh well, you definitely can't put an input in on this thing.
So what is episode number 3? We're not saying we only know the English language right now, so I don't know no Spanish, right?
That is very true. You don't know no Spanish. You don't know no English either. Clearly,
whatever. But this episode is titled. We always go into this not knowing what the title of the show is. The title of this show is called, and we always think of it on the spot. This is called The Title. Right? Yeah. This one is called The Title. So
I have a question. You
what?
might not even know this.
Man,
I know, but this goes back to the other podcast though. Do you know how many people listen to the other one?
See, that's what I wanted to get into.
Okay. See, great minds think alike.
I am really, I have mixed emotions right now. I don't know. I literally want to sit here and cry. And then I also want to fight some people too. And probably fight people that I don't even know. Fight people I do know. Because, we took a big hit, man.
What that mean?
Our very first show, we was...
Oh, it was less?
This second show. Our first show, we had like 80, maybe 90 something views. Our first episode.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, 4 weeks ago? Because this is episode 3. So we do one every 2 weeks. So, however, whatever. I'm not good at math or Spanish. So, and then this second episode, I think we like at 30 something views, maybe 40 something views.
Well, I mean, maybe in another 2 weeks we'll be where we are with the first one, and the other one,
No.
maybe it's a trend. Do you realize that?
No, but that first one popped off, real quick, and them 70 views. Like we had got 70 views like in the first week, I think.
No, because when we were recording the second podcast,
right,
you said that we had 50 views.
That was like in the first week. Yeah, and we didn't get 50 in the first week on episode number 2. So, like I said, man, if you're listening to this podcast, I'm going to need you to do some sharing, some likes, some commenting, or episode 4, you might hear me doing some crying, some cussing out. I might be cursing God out. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's not take it that far.
It is what it is, man. Like I said, support, share, like, comment, tell people about this podcast. Like I said, man, this podcast is here to spread awareness, inspiration, education on certain situations that, we, as in me and my wife, deal with. And, other people and other relationships, other situations, and other things people deal with. So, we definitely want to get the word out there. And also another platform for my music and some other artists' music. So also if you want to get your music on here, just hit me up. We can talk that bing bang 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 chick ching. You know what I'm talking about. But like I said, this episode is called The Title, man, and this is a milestone. This is episode number 3, just like episode number 1 was a milestone, and episode number 2 was a milestone,
and episode number 4
gonna be a milestone, and episode number 5 gonna be a milestone. Oh, but the good news, people do listen now because we do get comments as far as like people call me plenty of times. Like my father had said he had called me and told me some lady that he know, he was promoting me on Facebook too. Thank you, I appreciate it. I love you, Daddy. I just now finished talking to him. Matter of fact, that dude is wild.
Man.
What did he say about your mama?
Man.
All right, we ain't gonna say that. We ain't gonna say that because we got people that listen to
we
this
can't
podcast.
put that on the podcast.
But wow. But yeah, he had said one of his friends, because he was promoted on Facebook, and he had said one of his friends, female friends, was listening to it. He was like, wow, they deep. You know, the conversations that we talk about, we're definitely hitting some things that we're speaking on. So you definitely want to, pay attention, man. Tune in, chime in. Even if you chiming in your head yourself, you know, chime in if you got chance or you got time or whatnot. Like I said, this is episode number 3. This is the Smdec podcast, man. I am Tony Bomb. I think we never even introduced each other again. I mean, this is episode 3 because we think people know each other.
And I'm Quay, a.k.a. Miss Tony Bamba.
Yeah, she's still working on her voice, as you can tell.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. Plus, I'm coming down a little cold.
She says she's trying to sound a little bit sexier. I don't know for what, for who.
For you to tell everybody.
I wasn't supposed to tell everybody that.
You about to lose a host. I'm trying to tell you.
Y'all ignore that last comment.
You can't say that, it's too late now.
Ignore that last comment. But we just came from, what was it, Campai? Yeah, Campai. For people who don't know what Campai is, it's a Japanese restaurant where they, hibachi, and they cook all that stuff in front of you and whatnot. And the dude come there and he do the little flip tricks and volcano stuff with the onion and stuff. It was pretty cool. Food all right. But what ain't all right is that goddamn bill. That's what's not all right. And what else ain't all right is that goddamn gratitude check or whatever that they add on.
It's gratuity.
Gratuity, whatever the hell it is. That's one thing I don't damn like. I know my bank account. Like, I just went, like, the bill came up to...
It was about $60.
$60-something. Do you know what I can do with $60? Do you know what I can do with $60, man? God damn, trying to be nice and romantic and... Come on, baby, let's go get something to eat. And the nigga get the bill, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just do? I'd rather took a bashing by my wife than to spend that $60. But it was alright. But that goddamn bill, man. Then they know to make you pay the how you say it again? Gratuity. They put it in the bill because they know a dude like me. You know me. I don't know about no tip because ain't nobody leaving me no tips out here for my work. So, hey, I serve people. I make electricity.
And it was a $9 tip.
I don't remember last time I gave somebody $9. But it is what it is. It's all cool. I told all my when I do my prayers, I be like, bless me so I continue to bless others. And I guess if God telling me, hey, you gotta bless people in a gratuity, then that's what I gotta do.
While we on the topic of you blessing others and God blessing you so you can bless others.
Yeah, I totally believe in that. I run with that.
For real?
Yeah, because that's what's been working for me.
Well, you need to bless your wife a little more often.
I just took your ass to Campai.
I know, but... And I appreciate that.
No, you don't.
I don't want to sound ungrateful.
You sound... Hey, ain't she sounding ungrateful?
No, that was just unexpected, which is great. But at the same time...
Yeah, you were talking about everybody else get cries when somebody else send you flowers, but I took you out of nowhere and I don't get no tears. But go ahead, finish what you're saying.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
There are things that I need, so you should bless me so I can go pick up certain things that I need. And your wife is full-time student. I only work part-time. I need a little help. So you should bless me. While you blessing others, can you lay some of your blessings upon me, please?
So you feel like you left out?
I don't want to say that because you do a lot for me.
All right.
But what I'm saying is I need it in another form, like some cash, some hardcore cash just in my hand.
Well, so why you didn't tell me that before I just took you to Campai?
I didn't know you. We didn't plan to go to Campai. I didn't know that. You kind of just like, oh, let's go to Campai.
Well, but
And then you got me when I was hungry. I can't turn down food when you're hungry.
But you didn't think about them. Whatever you need that hard cash in your hand.
What you just say you pray for? What you just say you pray for?
What you pray for? Do you pray to bless me?
The Lord is blessing you right now because He's allowing you to bless me. He's giving you somebody to bless.
All right. So I'm now waiting for you to bless me.
I bless your name.
What?
I cook for you. I clean for you.
How you cook for me?
I wash your clothes. I didn't cook today, but don't try to act like I don't cook for you. Cook for you. I clean for you. I take care of kids. I clean your house.
I ain't got no kids, man.
You got kids.
I ain't, I ain't got no damn kids,
You
man.
got kids.
I got animals.
Don't talk about my children like
I got animals, man. I got animals. While we was there at Camp High, we had wrote some things down to talk about during the podcast. And some other incidents, you know, we had thought about and it came up to our mind during the week or whatnot. You had said what was about the or was that you just hit when we talked about at Camp High about the
not
money?
necessarily. Well, I mean, it kind of builds off of that. One of the things I wanted to talk about was, all right, me and my husband's situation right now, like I just said, is I'm a full-time student, a full-time nursing student, which is in a completely different realm than just a full-time student, because ask anybody that's gone to nursing school, it's literally the hardest thing you probably will ever have to do. So, a full-time nursing student, I work part-time. I work at home as far as cleaning up and cooking and taking care of my children and my husband. And now my husband got me working on his podcast, so let's go ahead and throw that in there too. You know, and on top of that, I am a daughter, sister, aunt, and so many other titles. So, with that, I don't really make a lot of money right now because my concentration and priority is school and taking care of my family. My husband, on the other hand, is the breadwinner of the household and makes all the money. So, I don't know if people look at that as me using you to some extent, or do you feel like it's equivalent? Do you feel like I put in the jar and you put in the jar too and it all works out for everybody? Or do you feel like people can say Quay's using Boo?
Nah, only you know what you doing. You know.
No, you know what I'm doing too.
Sight no. But no, I look at it like, I told you I see the bigger picture. And it's I don't like speaking in third person or second person or whatever. But it's good that I learned to see the bigger picture
and in
early.
this instance, you do need to speak in third person. Take yourself out of your context,
Right.
out of you being you right now.
Right.
And look at it from somebody on the outside. And if you were looking at these two individuals, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Take yourself out of it. Would you look at that and say, Quay just using that name?
see, then again, you can't. It's hard to tell what another person thinking because people mindsets, as you see, they be talking about the water situation in Flint and being messed up and causing problems and people mental capacity. They need to check that water in Hopewell though, because and it don't skip us neither. Now because I'm sure I got a
What
little.
are you talking about?
Like
I'm
people
lost. I know they
thinking,
lost.
they're not lost. They following. People thinking is all messed up. So when somebody look at our situation, they can be like,
Okay.
this and this and this,
Okay.
this and this and this and that, and they ain't this and this and this, and they ain't this and this and this and that. When what they don't understand is we got one hell of a wheel going on over here.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, we got one hell of a wheel going on, and I told you. You have to be, like you said, if people on the outside, everybody on the outside, some people will see it. And then, some people ain't down or ain't trying to see it or whatnot. But it ain't for what other people, we like I said, I wouldn't be doing this podcast if I cared what somebody else think. Or I wouldn't did the music, or I wouldn't have married you, or I wouldn't have had 2 kids, or we wouldn't still be together if I cared what other people think.
You really don't care what anybody thinks to any extent, because I was thinking about that the other day, and I care that people think good of me. I don't want people to think, oh, Quay is evil and malicious and that's a bad person and a nasty person. I don't want people to think that. So does that mean that I care about what people think?
Yeah, man, I told you, you would never like they say, you fall short of God's glory, man. You fall short of people's glory too. I told you, people not gonna see see what you see in yourself. Like, of course, you would sit here and think like, man, you do this, you do that. Of course, you got your flaws, but damn if you ain't trying. Like I said, damn if you ain't trying to be perfect. Damn if you ain't putting in 110% every day when you wake up and when you go to sleep. Damn if you ain't trying to give off the best energy. Damn if you ain't trying to help everybody there is. Damn if you ain't trying to be the best husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be out there. People still gonna look at you as far as something that you ain't doing or something that you ain't. Cause people got flaws and that's understandable. But I told you, people like to attack you when they ain't got nothing going on, and people like to attack you instead of everybody building and working together. It's like you said, crabs in the barrel. Sometimes you got friends that's crab in the barrel. Sometimes you got family that's crab in the barrel, and people, I told you, they unconsciously try to pull you down. They don't know. They don't know. Some people do know, and they know what they doing. But then some people don't know because it's program is like I said, man. That Hopewell water, man. People might need to check it, man. I'm serious. Matter of fact, like I said, for anybody that's not around this way that's checking the podcast, like I said, we're like from Hopewell, Virginia. You check the James River, check all the chemical plants around James River, and check all that other good stuff, and all that other good stuff. Sometimes I think one time it was like something got dumped in the water too.
Or oil spill or something.
No, I think it was something bigger than that. But
are you talking about recently?
This is probably like a couple years ago, maybe like 15, 20 years ago.
Because just last year they had that big oil spill when people in Hopewell couldn't use the water. And
see, I don't even remember that, and I probably was drinking out the faucet, man. And who knows? We probably got lead pipes too.
I can't believe you don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't.
Everybody was lined up at all the schools to get water.
No, I don't remember that. But to finish what she was saying, speak on. But yeah, it's
I just feel like everybody cares about what people think to some extent. I know people always say that, I don't care what people think. I don't care what people think. Everybody cares to some extent. Whether it be you care that people think you rocking the latest stuff, or whether it be, because me, I'm completely opposite. I don't really care what people think about if I can dress or if I can't dress or whatever the situation is. Now, that stuff I don't care about. Right. I care about what people think about my character.
Right.
That I care about. But I don't really care if people say, oh, well, Quay can't dress.
No, I don't.
I don't care about that stuff.
Don't care about it.
Just your character?
No, just continue to do what you do. Don't care about that stuff, because then that's another thing to worry about, man. And you gotta worry less, man. Because there's so much shit.
That's what stops me from doing bad things sometimes.
Well, no. You gotta evolve, man.
What you mean?
You gotta evolve, man.
I be hesitant to slap people for doing stupid stuff sometimes, because I know if I slap people gonna be like, oh, that one right. Quay shouldn't slap that girl.
Now, some people need to get slapped, though.
But
that's a part of evolving.
That's
too.
what be stopping me from doing stuff. It be stopping me from going off and being nasty and ugly to people, because I don't want people to say, oh, that was not necessary. She shouldn't have went off on that old lady, or she shouldn't have cussed that man out over there, or I don't want people to say that. I want when God forbid something happened to me, I want people to say Quay was a beautiful, hard-working woman with a great soul and a great heart, and she wouldn't harm a fly. That's what I don't want people to think that I'm crazy and blah 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 and all this other stuff.
But I know the truth though, so it ain't about what people think about you. It's what I know. I mean, what's the truth? Like I was just in New York and all them boys were saying what they were saying. That's facts though. That's facts though. That's all I heard in New York when I was just up there a day ago. That's facts though. That's facts though.
You need to learn some of that New York lingo and bring it back down.
I like it, but what I look like doing that though?
Go ahead.
Yeah, boy.
You hung around long enough.
Nah, I can't do that shit, man. They said I'm country, so I'm gonna keep it country though.
You are country.
That's what they say. I forgot what our little piece of paper that we had. We wrote up some other stuff on there. But the situation. Being out there when we went to New York. Matter of fact, shout out Suede, shout out Doovie, shout out Ra, and shout out Nunu, man. We went up there. Suede had a show up there in New York. I think it was Manhattan. It was at the.
Say that again.
It was in Manhattan.
Say that again.
It was in Manhattan. Manhattan. I don't know what it is called.
It's Manhattan.
That's what I
It
said.
don't sound like that's what she said.
Whatever. It was called the Delancey. I don't know. Delancey. It was at I Spit NYC. That's who hosted it or whatnot. Sway went up there, man. He did his thing, man. I didn't.
I wish I could have gone.
Yeah, but I didn't. He was telling me something.
Shots to Sway.
Yeah. Oh man. But he had said something about he a surprise rapper. Don't nobody know what he about or what he got going on until he actually hit the mic. And that's the truth, man. Like, you had your regulars. Like, you can tell what type of show it is, what's going on in different levels and artists, especially if you are artists and if you're open-minded artist. And man, he did his thing, man. That's all I can say. He did his thing, man. It's hard to put it into words. He got pictures. Matter of fact, you go on his page, Instagram page. It is at Music by Suede, and you also can go to his website at www.thentherewasswade.com. Like I said, www.thentherewasswade.com. Check out some of his music or whatnot. Check out him as an artist. Like I said, he killed the show. But like I said, we was up there, and when we was doing my little thing out there in music, and we was hitting them shows and whatnot, we was down there in West Virginia, we're having fun and whatnot. And I was, at Sway's show just recently, and I got to thinking you wasn't there, I said, of course they probably would have helped, if I would have gotten in a fight.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you now.
Oh, okay.
So, what you would do if I got to fighting with somebody, and they got advantage of me, somehow they caught me, and they got me in the chokehold, and I'm 15 seconds from pissing on myself and crying, because when you're in the chokehold, you better hope you got some type of leverage, because if you don't, you going down, and you're going to be looking like a fool when you wake back up. So what if you see me getting choked out, what you going to do?
Oh yeah, I'm going to war. I'm not about to punch somebody in the face, because that's just stupid.
No, it causes you to punch somebody in the face.
It's a man. My punch to him is probably going to be a joke. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's just stupid.
So
I'm just gonna make
do?
him madder. He probably just gonna choke the shit out you even more.
No, we don't need that happening. So what you gonna do?
So I'm gonna pick something up.
What you gonna
and
pick up?
And crack him over his head, whatever I can find that's heavy.
What if you make a mistake and hit me? Like he turned me and
but then
you cracked
at least
me over the head.
I hit you, but you're still alive. You understand what I'm saying? I hit you and him at the same time. I hit him hard enough to let you lose, but you're still alive. Isn't the point to save you to some extent? Yeah, you might have got hit, but I just literally saved your life. No? You don't see the No?
No.
Sometimes you gotta weigh your options here. I cannot risk hitting you and just not hit him and he choke you out and you pass out unconscious. Or I can risk possibly hitting you, not even 100% sure I'm gonna hit you, but possibly hitting you and save your life.
I don't know, man. We're gonna have to rehearse this. We're gonna have this. That's something that's gonna have to be rehearsed. That's gonna be something gonna be rehearsed.
Nah, boo, I got you, baby. You ain't never got to worry when you with me, cause I don't play no games behind mine.
Oh, for real?
No, not at all. I don't play no games behind mine. You ever want to see me get out of character, mess with something or someone that's mine? I don't play them type of games.
Y'all heard that, man.
Mm-hmm. For anybody that ain't know.
Like I said, this is the Smdec Podcast episode, I think what it's called, the title. And I am Tony Bomba.
And I am Quay, a.k.a. Miss Tony Bomba.
Yeah, you definitely got to work on that voice. But we'll be right back.
Tony Bomba.
Peace.
You know they can keep up the hustle. 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 You You know they can keep up the hustle. You know they can keep up the hustle. I keep up the hustle while running this struggle. This marathon, this earth we on. Yeah, I sit up and count on my blessings. Yeah, I sit up and count on my blessings. Hell no, boy, we ain't stressing. Hell no, boy, we ain't stressing. We just out on the road, sometimes alone. Not paying attention to them signs. Always on the high. They push a button and we die. We push a button and they lie. We live one big lie. So where the hell is the truth? Is it me or is it you? I be preaching up in this booth, never reaching up in this booth. Rap how it is in this booth, tell how it is in this booth. God sent me and then poof. I disappeared on the hustle, I reappeared on my hustle. I can't forget this struggle, no I can't forget this struggle. Lost my brother up in that struggle, could've lost myself in that struggle. I survived the struggle for another one, devil go and get a bigger gun. Cause I got 100 problems, and you ain't one, no you ain't one. I keep up the hustle, while running this struggle, this marathon, this earth we on. Yeah, I sit up and count on my blessings. Yeah, I sit up and count on my blessings. Hell no, boy, we ain't stressing. Hell no, boy, we ain't stressing. If you don't know by now, the hustle is struggle. The struggle is hustle, they build up my muscles. I'm all for war, but I'm all for peace. After the devil deceased, I'm back working these beats. I'm back tweaking these beats. Make these beats rest in peace. Make my problems rest in peace. Make my brother rest in peace. Always preaching up in this piece, never reaching up in this piece. Shutting life off in this piece. I hustle up in this piece. Don't forget to struggle up in this piece. Get it up and muscle up in this piece. I keep up the hustle while running this struggle, this marathon, this earth we on. Yeah, I sit up and count on my blessings. Yeah, I sit up and count on my blessings. Hell no, boy, we ain't stressing. Hell no, boy, we ain't stressing. I sit up and count on my blessings. I sit up and count on my blessings. Count on my blessings. I sit up and count on my blessings. I sit up and count on my blessings. I sit up and count on my blessings. Hell no, boy, we ain't stressing. Hell no, boy, we ain't
All right, we're back. Like I said, I am Tony Bomber, and this is
Quay, aka Miss Tony Bamba.
and this is the Smdec podcast, man. Titled, the title, I think,
Episode 3.
episode 3.
It's ready for the juicy part, y'all.
Y'all know what that means. But when we were sitting at the table, you know, we were discussing some things, and I think I had brung up a situation. Forgot it hit me last week, and I was thinking about you know, being young and pregnant for a female.
I was about to say.
Yeah, being young and pregnant for a female, but you know, also can approach the male side of the spectrum too. But you know, we're starting off with the females, so females go first. But being young and pregnant, first of all, what is young and pregnant?
That's what I was about to say. It all really depends on. For me, young is not even necessarily a number. It's what you've accomplished. You know, if you're
Only thing you accomplished at 18 or younger. Some
Right.
haven't even finished high school. Some probably
Right.
just finished high school.
That's what I'm saying. But even some people think 25 is young. You understand what I'm saying? And at 25, you could have graduated college, had a career, be married. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could have had it all at 25 already.
Right.
So in my instance, I was, 20 when I had King? I don't think I was 21. Yeah, I think I was 20 when I had King. And I hadn't accomplished any of my goals yet. I didn't even know what my goals were at 20 years old to have accomplished them.
Right.
So that's why I considered myself young when I had King, because I hadn't done anything yet. hadn't left the country. I hadn't finished college.
Right.
You know, I wasn't married. I hadn't had anything. So yeah, I was young. And I think you asked me when I got pregnant, did I consider it to be a hindrance? Like, do I feel like it stopped me down or slowed me down or prevented me from doing certain things? And having children does slow you down. And having children does make things difficult. But it is not an excuse to say that you can't do certain things or can't accomplish certain things. If your children are a hindrance, they're a hindrance because you allow them to be a hindrance. It was completely opposite for me. Having King and Arian made me want to do so much more. I even said to you when you asked me this that I probably wouldn't be in school right now if I hadn't had King and Arian. I probably would still just be playing around.
Right.
You know, because I am only 25. If I didn't have any kids right now, what would be the rush for me going to school or doing anything right now?
Only if you wanted some extra money.
Right. I could just be playing around and just be living okay.
Right.
You know, so it was completely opposite for me. But one thing I will say is having 2 children and trying to go to school full time and work part time while your husband works full time, and not just full time, but full time crazy hours, sometimes out of town, so on and so forth. It makes it very difficult in the aspect of if I didn't have children. It would be so much easier if I didn't have children. I have to struggle with finding childcare. I have to get up 2 hours early before class to get my children ready for school, get them to where they gotta be. I gotta, as soon as I get out of class, go get children off the bus, go pick them up. You know, I can't come home and just study or just do homework. I gotta come home and cook dinner and do homework with, you know, King and stuff like that before I can even get to my stuff. And I mean, I have classmates in my class that are like, I don't know how you do it because I'm struggling and I just take care of myself.
Right.
You know, so no, I don't consider it to be a hindrance. I consider King and Arian to have motivated me, but that's not necessarily the case for everybody. And I have an awesome support team. So if I didn't, and I'm sure everybody's not as blessed to have the support team that I have, I don't know if I could do it. You know?
Right.
I don't have to worry about King and Arian when I'm in school because they're with family. They're with loved ones. So, or King's in school.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You're right. It you know, it takes a lot of situations for it to, you know, the problem to equal out to a good number.
Shout out to our support team, even though, you know, they may be beefing with us right now.
I don't beef with nobody, man.
I love my support team, regardless. You know.
I don't beef with nobody.
Yeah,
man.
right.
But that's what it is, though.
Mama Holloway almost had that that tail.
Man, get the hell out of here, man. See, now you go worry about what somebody else think, man.
I ain't worried about nobody else.
Straight up, man.
You know, Mama always run things, regardless, no matter how old you get. You can act like you don't care, but when it come down to Mama's,
I'm a grown ass man. I don't play no games, yo.
whatever, man.
Straight
Sandy
up.
Holloway is the key to your heart, regardless. You need to stop acting like it ain't, cause I know just like you know the truth.
Don't make
I
me
know
call
the truth.
Carol.
I love my mama. She be plucking my nerves, but I love her to death. That is one thing I will say. I will never deny that. That's why I allow her to pluck my nerves. Cause if I didn't, I'd carry on about my business and it wouldn't bother me. But it'd be bothering me because I love my mama.
I feel you on that.
I
one.
know you do, cause you love your mama too.
Right. So what was that stuff you talking about? You want to get into the juicy stuff?
I feel like we should, and I don't know if you do, but I feel like we should
Open
open the book to
the book to
how we got to where we are today
How
as
we
far as
got
our
to where
relationship.
we are today, as far as
Why
our
are you
relationship.
mocking me?
I'm just trying to remember this question.
So did you get it all? Or I need to repeat it.
I remember, but all right. But what are you talking about though?
Take it all the way back in a time machine. Take it all the way back in a time machine. Go through our ups and our downs and everything. And I feel like the only reason we should do that is because there may be people that's listening to this right now that are at the point in their relationship that we were at that point,
Right.
and can see that that it's possible. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To get past that, to get through that, to make your relationship better, to do better, individually and together.
Right.
So, I mean, I know from personal experiences, my girlfriends and friends that I've had, or whatever, when I shared with them everything that we've been through and everything that we've come through, because I think all relationships go through it, regardless of what people think, regardless of what people act like. I think all relationships that have lasted and stood through time
Right.
go through these rough patches. Especially young relationships.
Yeah, and still here today.
Yeah. Now, older people, maybe not, because they may have, by the time you're 30, 40 years old, you figured it out. But remember, we started in high school. When I was in 9th grade, you didn't know what it was to be a boyfriend or a man, and I didn't know what it was to be a girlfriend or a woman. But we was trying to play them roles.
Man, that shit. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
But that's where we started.
So where do we start? Like what's up?
I don't know, because this could take a long time. You think we should? This could take a while.
Yeah, we'll just break it up. We'll just break it up, because I'm sure this will take a while.
All right, so let me tell y'all how we met.
I still don't know the full story.
Oh
I think
my
she be
God.
making shit up.
Look,
She
okay,
be trying to
y'all.
make shit sound like,
No.
when on the movies.
It's not even no romantic story. It's the truth.
They try to make the movie seem so
my
like
goodness.
sauced up. She didn't put butterflies and unicorns and yellow brick roads.
And when y'all listen to this story, you're gonna be
into
like,
the
you don't know what
story.
he was talking about, because it's not no butterflies and unicorns. It's literally just the truth. So, anyways, when I was in middle school, we're talking about 8th grade, and you were in 9th grade, which you were at the high school.
Right.
Nope. Matter of fact, you were at middle school too. Nope. We met in middle school. Sorry, let me get that right. You were in 8th grade. I was in 7th grade. We used to go to the Boys and Girls Club together.
Right.
Rode the bus together. And we never really... Like, it's just one of them instances where I knew of him, he knew of me.
I didn't know of her. Straight up.
Anywho.
I didn't know of nobody.
It was one of those instances. And he was one of them bad kids that stayed in trouble. I didn't like bad kids, because I was a good kid.
Don't let her lie to you. Don't let her lie to you.
Well, my mama
check my record.
I never had referrals.
Check my
I didn't
record.
even know what ISS or none of that stuff was.
Me neither.
If we don't tell the story, can you tell the truth, please? You were bad. You used to get in trouble on the bus. You used to get in trouble at Boys and Girls Club during power hour when we supposed to be doing homework. You used to get sent out.
If you doing that for a reason, I was doing that to try to hang with Miss Barcott or whatever her name is, because she used to always drag me behind her, and when she dragged me behind her, I was looking at her,
So my point exactly, isn't that a bad child for you? He's
No.
telling you right then and there. He used to try to go with the female director of the Boys and Girls Club just so he could look at her butt as she walked around.
That is called finding yourself. You have to do things like that in order to find yourself, because if you don't, then you might go down the wrong path. So you have to follow behind a girl, but at a certain age.
Could you stop?
Yes, it's the science behind it. Now go ahead, finish the story.
Okay, so anyway, that's how we met at the Boys and Girls Club. Like, that's how I know of him, he knew of me. That's how that all started. So, I think just after like a year of being at the Boys and Girls Club, him knowing of me knowing of him, at the Boys and Girls Club you interact, they have like talent shows and play different things in the gym and stuff like that. All of that was going on. So then Antonio moved up to the high school, and I was still at the middle school. So we didn't really see each other at school anymore. But I don't know, did we really see each other at all? All I remember is I was best friends with his best friend, which was a guy. I don't want to say no names because some of y'all might know who they were. But I was best friends, and I mean best friends. Like, talk to him on the phone about everything, and it won't like that. We were literally just friends.
That's what they say.
Anywho, so I was having a middle school graduation party, and I told my friend, who was a guy, to give me Antonio's phone number so I could call and invite him. And this dude, who is my friend, had the nerve to tell me, oh, I gotta call him and make sure it's alright first. I just can't be giving that main number out.
Yeah, man, I was that's when I was coming into myself, man. I had a few things on the line, man.
Whatever.
Yeah, man. You wasn't even thought of, man. Straight up.
That's apparent, and I'm gonna tell why that's apparent. Cause he didn't show up to my party, y'all. I invited him. Eventually, my friend gave me his number, and I called him and invited him, and he didn't show up to my party.
Yeah, I had to let you know what it was. Look, hey, come to my party first. Straight up.
So anyway, he didn't come to my party, but to make a long story short, with that whole instance, I had his number. So we started talking on the phone, and that's where it all started. And again, I was having a middle school graduation party, so I was going to the high school now, and he was going to the 10th grade. And literally for like, I don't know, maybe a couple months, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, we talked on the phone and seen each other in school. And I don't think we seen each other outside of school at that point, did we? Before we actually started dating.
I probably ain't had time for you.
Anywho, I know we seen each other in school, and this dude plays so many games. Let me tell y'all what he used to do to me, which when you look at it now, you gonna be like, that was so wrong. Me and him used to talk for a long time, and he'd be on the phone, we'd be talking whatever, he'd be like, you wanna be my girlfriend? And I'd be like, yeah, I wanna be your girlfriend.
No, I ain't say it like that. You made it sound like that I was sweet. Now I was like, yeah, you wanna be my girlfriend? Like that.
You want me to put all that bass in my voice? I can't put all that bass.
Yeah, but don't be making me sound sweet like that. No, it won't. Like, you want to be my girlfriend? No, it was like, yeah, you want to be my girlfriend?
You're trying to sound
yeah, straight up.
Anyways, well, whatever. He used to do that. And I'd be like, yeah, I want to be a girlfriend. He'd be like, all right, we boyfriend and girlfriend.
Sigh.
And he literally did that like every day for like 6 months. And then one day, he did it and the psych never came afterwards. And that's where it all started. Remember that? And I can tell y'all what day it was.
I don't remember what day it was.
November 20th of 2004.
And what, it's 2016 today, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a pep rally at the high school that day.
It was?
Mm-hmm. I remember because I was so excited walking through the hall that morning talking to Rashida. I was like, Rashida, can we and Boo out?
You saying names, man. You dropping names, man.
That's my friend. I can say that.
So, man, you dropping names, man. Some people probably don't want their names on here, man.
Anyway, Rashida, my best friend, shout out to her. Love her. That's my sister. I don't know what I would do without her. So, yeah, dropping names. That's my boo.
I guess that's enough. Can't give them no more, man. If y'all want some more, man, you gotta come back for the next episode 4, where we get into the what part will we get into? What would be next? We started going out.
The dirt.
No, we don't want to go into the dirt, man. Don't try to go into the dirt, man. No, we
you
gotta
know-
talk
'cause
about
you
the
know-
good times,
no,
like
'cause you know
hanging
after
at
the
the
rainbow-
park and stuff.
After the rainbow comes the storm.
All right, but we haven't told them nothing about the rainbows yet. Let's get into rainbows and stuff like that. The park, the crib, fun times like that, man.
And then the dirt.
See, all the women always want to do is talk about the dirt, man. They don't want to talk about.
But I
this
can talk
stuff,
about
man.
the dirt now because I'm living in paradise now.
Oh, now you're in paradise.
Now.
I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. Like I said, man, this is the Smdec podcast, episode number 3, titled The Title.
The title.
I am Tony Bomba.
And I am Quay, aka Miss Tony Bomba.
We'll be right back, man. She is.
Oh shit, it's Lil J.
You never got time. You never got time. No, no. I'll never get tired. No, 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 no. You never got tired of me. You never, girl. You never got tired of me. You never got tired of me. How could you, girl? How could you never get tired of me? I'll never get tired of you. I promise I will never get tired of you. I'll never get tired of you. I promise I will never get tired of you, girl. There's some shit that I won't say. There's some things that they don't need to know. Just know that I'm sorry. Do you accept my apology? Right now I'm in my feelings. I'm still a human being. I still think about the shit I did. And how you let a nigga live. I'm so thankful I got you by my side. And how you let that shit ride. 'Cause girl, I give it up to you. I know your love is tired of me. You never, girl, you never got tired of me. You never got tired of me. How could you, girl? How could you never get tired of me? I'll never get tired of you. I promise I will never get tired of you. I'll never get tired of you. I promise I will never get tired of you, girl. See, my mind was somewhere else. I put your heart on a shelf. I was coming back and get it later. You showed me your love was greater. You still waited on the boy. You never cheated on the boy. You let your boy do whatever. You just wanted to be together. Only me, girl. Only me. Why me, girl? Why me? Only me, girl. Only me. Why me, girl? Why me? You never got tired of me. You never, girl. You never got tired of me. You never got tired of me. How could you, girl? How could you never get tired of me? I'll never get tired of you. I promise I will never get tired of you. I'll never get tired of you. I promise I will never get tired of you, girl. No, 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 no. I would never get tired of you. 'Cause you never got tired of me. I would never get tired of you.
All right, we back. Like I said, this is the Smdec podcast, titled The Title. I am Tony Bomba.
And I am Quay, aka Miss Tony Bomba.
She done had a few sips of Absolute and
There you go.
lemonade.
Telling my business.
Yeah, because we got to watch what you say now.
I'm not saying nothing.
All right, yeah, so, sure. But, me and my grandfather the other day. My grandfather's a pastor, by the way. And he's not no janky pastor like these janky pastors out here. Yeah, you got to watch these janky pastors, man. But, you know, matter of fact, he's a great man. He will go down in my history book. He will go down in my history book. One thing about it, believe that. But, we was talking about the situation because I also go to school. I go to school for theology. I tried business. They started doing some accounting.
Is that what you switched to?
Yeah, theology. You don't know?
You never told me what you switched to.
Because you don't care.
Theology.
Yeah.
What you plan on doing with that? I know we all off topic, but I mean, you should probably tell people anyway, because I'm sure they probably asking one of the same thing.
No, man, I'm just, I'm going with the go.
Yeah, but like, what do you do with the theology degree other than?
You can teach. You can teach like the same way they teach. Same way they teach
Yeah,
theology.
but you gotta have a PhD.
They
What
get
can you do with the theology bachelor's degree?
You can still teach. I think you can. I don't know if you can. But I'm doing like is a theology evangelism thing. So,
You lost me. I had to look that up.
Of course. But like I said, man, I just I told you I don't be trying to rush nothing no more or push nothing that ain't supposed to be there. Whatever supposed to come. Like I said, I try to do business. They hit that accounting jump, boy. I got back behind 3 weeks in class because I ain't understand the first week in class. I told them, hey, deuces, man, I can't do this no more. Then, like I said, I got a strong calling to understand these questions out here. The biggest question, and that's the biggest question to me, is this God question. So, like I said, my grandfather's a preacher. He's been preaching for a long time. He has his own church on Oakland Boulevard. If anybody's in Hopewell, you can definitely. It's not on Oakland Boulevard. That's where they used to stay at. But that's get a history. They also, that house that they had on Oakland Boulevard was their first church, though. You remember that? He ever told you that?
I wasn't around for that part.
Oh yeah, that was a church before. The house they had on Oakland Boulevard.
They had a house on Oakland. I came around on Wakefield.
I mean, Wakefield. Where am I getting Oakland from?
Your mama address?
Man, shit. Hopewell, man. But, yeah, the house they had on Wakefield, it was a church. Then they moved the church to Sunnyside. It was on Sunnyside in Hopewell, Virginia. I'm sorry, Sunnyside Avenue. Yeah. In Hopewell, Virginia. It's called the Church of the Brother, Pastor Sam Ellis. If anybody's, going to preach the word and give it to you straight and stop and not tell you, hey, everything's gonna be okay, because goddamn it, everything ain't gonna be okay. He'll tell you the truth, man. He'll tell you the truth. He'll tell you what time it is. And we had got to the topic about God and money, because he believe in what the Bible says. He believe in the Bible says about the tithes and offering thing and giving God, money. And, I said, I don't think God uses the money. I said, what do God need cash and coins for? I said, God don't use cash and coins. I said, the church or the pastor or whoever, facilitating the money use the cash or whatnot. So it's not particularly God. But they say, in the Bible. But I don't believe, I don't want to say I don't believe everything in the Bible. It's just that I don't fully live my life off that one book. So it's hard for me to really, ride with that. And he was telling me, you need to give God his. And I was like, God don't want my money. I said, the biggest thing to me that God want is my worship. He want me to worship him.
But
what?
Coming off of that, like you said, God doesn't directly use the money. But isn't the money used for the place of worship? You wouldn't have a place of worship without money. All of those things cost. Those lights in the church cost.
Yeah, but
cost.
see, that's another thing. You got to understand, churches wasn't always here. Sometimes churches, like they say church in the wild, church sometimes was up under a tree in the wilderness or behind a rock or We can have church right here.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what you would. You don't think there should be churches, basically.
No, I didn't know because the church. I told you with me going to school and studying theology, you got to understand the aspect of church. People really don't know and understand the aspect of church because people think church is solely for to come and get the word. No. The church can also be used for other things if you really use it right. A church is a community. If people at church, and which I seen my grandfather do, my grandfather has used the church and built, a bond with those people or a web with those people to where, they pull together. And they pull resources together, they pull cars together, money, food, whatever it is, to come together. Say if one person got a situation they need help, everybody chips in, whether it be with prayer or whether it be with money, wherever it be with picking up somebody and all coming to church or whatever it be. People don't see that church sometimes, builds people up, builds people togetherness and not be alone and teaches you to work with people. So like I said, it builds more of a community. You can make church be a lot of things. There was also some other things that, the church aspect is good for. But like I said, you don't have to just be in church to worship God. Like I said, you can do things for him, like when it just now snowed, cleaning the ice from the steps, or with Sister Bertha passing, may God bless her, doing for her, doing the funeral or whatnot. Just any little situation you can do, like love, matter of fact, love is one. Or just, doing the right thing. Those are all types of worship to me. That's my opinion and my idea of what God wants more. What do you feel like? Do you think God wants your money, or you think he wants, what do you think?
I'm not necessarily saying that. I agree with what you're saying, but when I'm talking, the point that I was trying to make was that, and you kind of already explained that, was that God don't directly use your money, but the money is used to keep the place of worship going, to keep the pastor there, and to keep the lights on, and to keep heat in the church during the wintertime. Because you don't necessarily need a church as a place of worship. You could go outside and worship up under a tree, but who really wants to do that in the brink of winter when it's 10 degrees outside? You want to be in a church with a roof and heat and inside, away from the elements.
Right.
So I feel like, trust me, I'm with you on it. I don't believe it matters. I believe you, like you said, you can give money to try to keep the place of worship going, or you can, help out with the church, like you were saying, devote some time and energy to doing things for the church and doing things for God and stuff like that. I agree with that completely, but I know one thing, it takes money to keep a church going, just like it takes money to keep a household going.
Right.
So they got to get it from somewhere.
You're right. And also stay on that topic, man. A lot of people bash things, man. And because I was one. Believe me, I was one to bash a religion or bash people of a religion. Man, until I really came into my own thinking. And believe me, it's hard to sometimes come into your own thinking, because even when, because the situation is, you can have your own thinking and somebody helps you think a certain way, but look at this, the people that's on the outside is looking at you because you thinking like that. Now they're doing the same thing. They're hating you or hating what you're doing and thinking about and liking because they don't like what you're liking, if you understand my drift. But see, that's the problem. That's where I elevated and evolved, that it's not about whatever religion or the people or the person or whatever. It's about what the religion does for the person. If the religion is helping the person be a better person on this earth, let the person do whatever they want to do. If Christianity, if Islam, is Buddhist, is Hinduism, Mordism, all those isms. If it's helping that person be a better person, don't stop them. Do not stop them. Don't hate them. Don't bash them. Don't make them feel less of a person. None of that stuff. Because if it's making them be a better person in this world, how can you not? How can you not? The world has been taught to hate, especially in America. America supposedly is a Christian nation. Because if you see when the president, he swears on the Bible. So, you got to look at that. You got to understand that. But it's rough out here because everybody think their religion is the best religion when they only feel that way because of a book. There's really no. I told you nobody. I don't know of anybody having direct communication with God to really know the truth. So that's why I continue to go to school, and I just go with the flow with what's going on to a certain extent, as far as how I'm feeling. So like I said, it's not about the religion. It's about the person, and if that religion is making that person be a better person. Because I done met some wonderful Christians. I met some wonderful Islamists. I done met some wonderful Buddhists. I done met some wonderful Shakama Dubamba followers. I done met a lot of wonderful people, but then I also met some crazy, mean people too that you would never think that they would be doing what they're doing and following who they're following with the actions that they're doing or showing or whatnot. So, like I said, you gotta watch yourself and watch those situations and learn to evolve and understand that it's not the religion, it's the person. Let whoever they love Jesus, let them love Jesus. They love Muhammad, let them love Muhammad. And if it's making them be a better person, let them do what they do. Right, Coy?
Won't get in the argument with me on that.
Now, that would have been a couple months ago. Right?
You want my honest opinion?
Nah, I don't want your honest opinion.
So.
I don't want your honest opinion. Man.
Look, he don't.
Shut up, man.
You don't want it for real.
Shut up, man.
You don't want it for real.
Yeah, man.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you on that extent. I mean, that's something I definitely had to learn. But at the same time, it's very, 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 very difficult to raise a household with two individuals with two different beliefs and how to do things, two different beliefs and how to raise children. It's completely it's just hard. It's just hard. I don't want to say it's impossible, but damn near is impossible.
Just know everything always get better, people. Just know everything always get better. You do what you're supposed to do. You do what you're supposed to do. You do what you like or whatnot. And you sit back and you analyze everything. And then you put everything back into perspective. Everything always work itself out. That's what I have figured out and found out, man. Much love for everybody who been checking out the podcast. I want to make sure I put that out. And whoever, listens to the end, man, whoever lets it play all the way through, I want to let y'all know I really, 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 really do love you. I really do love you. This not even no laughing matter. Like, I really do love you. Whoever sit here and listens to this podcast the whole hour or something like that, I really do love you. And if you do listen to this podcast a whole hour, have you listened to all of it? If you hear my voice at this exact moment, man, let it be known. If you let it be known, I promise I will do something for you. I promise I will do something for you. I bless me so I can bless you so you can bless me.
So he can bless me.
Whatever she said. But, I should end it on that. I should end it on that, or should I end it on my Uncle Bennett, man? He want to listen to some A Stacks in his Mercedes Benz, man.
I can't say I disagree. I was infatuated with A Stacks. He just had a swagger about him. I mean, I'm infatuated with you too, baby. Don't get it twisted. I love you. But I told you, A-Stacks just had a whole different swagger. Like, you even said it yourself. He was cocky, you know, and it's that confidence. I remember going to your shows when you was A-Stacks and just not believe. I told you used to turn, it was like an alter ego. You know how Beyonce had Sasha Fierce?
Right.
You turned into A-Stacks when you hit that stage, and you were just somebody else, and I just was in awe. Like, I just couldn't believe that was the same Antonio that I laid in the bed with every night. You know, you was like a star. You really, in your mind and in yourself, told yourself you was a star. And when you went up there and performed, you performed like you was a star, and everybody in the crowd knew who you was. Everybody in the crowd knew your song, even if they didn't.
Right.
And I was just in awe. So, if I had a choice, I love the man that A-Stacks turned into, which is Tony Bomba. But as far as the swagger, I loved A-Stacks' swagger. So if you could like mix Tony Bomba and A-Stacks together, it'd just be a perfect combination. So you might have to learn how to do that.
I don't know. We'll see what's up. Still working on the music.
Tony
man.
Stacks,
Nah.
A-Bomba.
Nah, it would go straight back to A-Stacks, man.
No,
Nah, it'll be
you
like
can mix it.
It'll be like what T.I. did. You know, T.I. versus T.I.P. Or what? T.I. versus Tip or something like that. Yeah. But I don't know. I ain't got time to be struggling between two persons, man.
You got a hard enough time being one.
myself, man. Man, it's hard out here, man. It's hard out here for a pimp, man.
No, I got mixed feelings about both. I love the man that Tony Bomba turned into, but at the same time, that A-Stacks swagger when it was time to do work is amazing to me. I feel like you don't have the same confidence as Tony Bomba as you did as A-Stacks. You even say it yourself all the time. You say yourself, you feel like you losing it, you can't write. And A-Stacks, that stuff would have never came out of his mouth. I don't feel like you have that same confidence as you had when you were A-Stacks. Don't ask me why. A-Stacks was the and you couldn't tell him otherwise. You don't care who you was, and if you came for him, he was coming for you.
That was the problem, though. That was that ego,
but
man.
I loved it.
That was that ego.
I loved
it. People like that. That type
was like
of stuff.
that's my husband.
That's
like,
ratchet.
Don't come for him, because he gonna come for you.
That was ratchet.
That's not ratchet. That's confidence.
That'll get somebody hurt.
And in what you're doing, you have to have that. You have to, because at the
I
end
can
of the
be
day,
humble.
No, because if you don't believe in yourself, and you don't believe you're a star, and you don't believe you're famous, and you don't believe in your own work, how you gonna convince other people to?
I feel you. You're right. But, you know, I had to beat up my ego for a minute. But, hey, man, you never know. It is what it is, man. Tony Bomba, man. A-Stacks, man. It is what it is.
Y'all vote. Tell him. Send comments. Let him know. Matter of fact, go back and listen to some of his old music and his music now, and see the difference in what I'm talking about, and tell him that he should go back to the A-Stacks swagger. I'm telling you, you are a whole different person, and I'll still be your chauffeur.
Man, I got things to do, man. I got school, I got you, I got my kids. I told you this year I wanted to be a better father and a better husband.
You right. You definitely did not make one of your New Year's resolutions to be a better rapper.
Yeah, I did not.
Tell them what you want to do. Hey, if you are satisfied, I'm great.
I bet you it is.
But that's only if you're satisfied. You know me, I had no problem. Me and your chauffeur and your supporter and your audience and your biggest fan.
Yeah. We'll see what's up. Like I said, I really do appreciate everybody who listens, comments, shares, or whatever.
Thanks, y'all.
If y'all been sticking with us, riding with us, this is episode 3 titled The Title, because we can't remember any titles. Man, we're going to keep on bringing y'all this work, man, this inspiration, this story, this podcast, these episodes, man, and we're going to continue to bring you this music. Like I said, any music that you hear, you want, send to our email, arkingholl@gmail.com. That's the PayPal. Send me $1. I'll send you an MP3 of the track. Or like I said, you can go ahead over to DatPiff, or you can go ahead over to SoundCloud. Search up Tony Bomba, and they'll get you some of my music and whatnot. Also, go to YouTube, check out those other episodes, episode 2 and 1. Continue to comment, share, like, or whatnot. Like episode 4 or 5, or whenever I get the chance to, we're definitely going to upgrade and go to iTunes, man. We're definitely going to switch this thing up, and we're going to get to iTunes, and I'm going to put it out there right now. This is going to be our hot show, and we're going to make the noteworthy show or list or whatever they got on there, because I'm putting that energy out there, and I'm claiming it, and that's what it's going to be, man. That's what it is, man, because I am Tony Bomba.
And I am Quay, a.k.a. Miss Tony Bomba.
And this is the Smdec Podcast, man. We'll see y'all in another 2 weeks. Peace.
Peace.
Nah, nigga, you don't know me. Nah, bitch, you don't know me. Yeah, you might heard of me. But still, nigga, you don't know me. But still, bitch, you don't know me. So act like you know me. Matter of fact, get the fuck around me. Heard the real niggas be around me. Nah, nigga, you don't know me. Nah, bitch, you don't know me. Yeah, you might heard of me. But still, nigga, you don't know me. But still, bitch, you don't know me. So act like you know me. Matter of fact, get the fuck around me. Heard the real niggas be around me.
Nah, nigga, you don't know me. Nah, nigga, you don't know free. Catch him in the hood on G. Then whack him in the head on 3. Resolve my mental zen. Control my get it in. I give you yours, but I'm a mastermind and I play the sport to win. I join the team to elevate, enjoy it to the tip. My culture cut from a different cloth, you gotta understand to live. 8 stacks where we at the arm and that red uncharted territory. Doobies rolling, I do be rolling, expose that ecstasy. I chart the waters, I'm bossing armors, my levels off the meter. Turn a 16 to a 32, and a 32 into a 64. That's efficiency, that's a double up, and that's a blunderbuss so I can get some more. Captain Planet action angles, flying spaceship L-War. Go gadget activator, marijuana, Macarena, Mary Jane and Peter Parker. Stop thinking about Peter Parker, I ain't paid a toll. I drove through easy past, still waiting on the ticket. You thinking that I'm like you, but I'm way too different.
Nah, nigga, you don't know me. Nah, bitch, you don't know me. Yeah, you might heard of me. But still, nigga, you don't know me. But still, bitch, you don't know me. So act like you know me. Matter of fact, get the fuck around me. Heard the real niggas be around me. Nah, nigga, you don't know me. Nah, bitch, you don't know me. Yeah, you might heard of me. But still, nigga, you don't know me. But still, bitch, you don't know me. So act like you know me. Matter of fact, get the fuck around me. Heard the real niggas be around me.
Yeah, I come through the sky. Pull up on you like nigga surprise. Give you that beef and that shake and that fry. Run with the real, that's no lie. Look in my eyes and tell me I'm pussy. Look at your guys and I tell that they pussy. Just you alive don't mean that you living. And I be the gift that keep on giving. See, nah, nigga, you don't know me. My uncle, he a OG. My brother, he a OG. Even my mama, she a OG. Used to cut crack right in front of me. Had to slang O's to a homeboy D. Had to make sure we got the E. Had to make sure we had somewhere to sleep. See, no, nigga, you don't know me. Got it out the M to the U to the D. Salute FR to the double E. And if it ain't free, then don't call me. And if you heard this, then you know me. And just cause you see me don't mean you know me. Spell like I'm always on E. Don't give a F, what's an H to a G? Huh? Yeah, boy, you don't know me. Had to switch it up, got bands on me. Better yet, boy, I got racks on me. Gotta keep it real, but you got stacks on me. Don't act on me, don't play with me. Get played by me. Hits ABC and 1, 2, 3. This shit is simple and don't do me no favors.
Nah, nigga, you don't know me. Nah, bitch, you don't know me. Yeah, you might heard of me. But still, nigga, you don't know me. But still, bitch, you don't know me. So act like